Come this way. No, come this way, come this way.
And like I said, I'm taking her because I think she's probably one of the strongest, toughest pullers I've had. Maybe besides Yogi. I had a golden named Yogi, and their owners had to come in here. The guy wore one glove like Michael Jackson because his hand was being so, he had marks on his hand from being pulled. And I'm going to take her because she's probably going to be the hardest puller in here. So I got to bring her from the sit first. Sit! Good. And I'm actually going to put her on her correction collar now, so she's going to start getting real corrections as well. Remember, I can do them too hard. I don't know the dog yet, but you're going to see more effectiveness from these collars. In a perfect world, if it was just me training Bailey at home, I would just be all about her. I'd be praising her. Good girl, good girl. Every time she was doing something right, I'd be praising. What happened there? That leash came off. Here, I'm going to have to be almost explaining what I'm doing while I'm doing it, so it's not going to be as beneficial to her as it could be, and I hate these kind of, that's why it came off. A little bit off. Some dogs will fight me at first. I usually tell everybody 7 minutes is all I need. Remember, the hardest correction, the best correction you give is the one you only give once. So if the dog's not responding to a 4 or 5, you got to bring that up to an 8. If I see that I give her an 8 and it was too detrimental to her and she kind of shut down a little bit, I'm going to mock that and put that down to a 5. Corrections don't work for 3 reasons. They weren't timed properly, they weren't the right hardness, or you got the wrong collar. That's the only reason they don't work. Now it might take me 3 or 4 minutes. It's going to be hard too when we get by mommy over here, because dogs will tend to shut down or try and go to mommy for help when we walk around. So I'll probably have an easier time going that way than that way. I'm going to make a bunch of turns. The turns are so important. Don't worry about them right now because we're not going to learn the turns until near the end of this first class. I'm going to go really slow pace, ridiculously slow. And I want you to do that too, because that's going to see, I'm going to see the exact moment when to pop back. If I go too fast, she's going to be up in front of me way too fast. A couple things I want you to concentrate on is how I'm going to try, best of my ability. It's sometimes harder at first, and you're going to see it's going to get better as I go. But I'm going to pop and then go back to that J right away. And like I said, I just filmed her coming in. This dog was, you could yank me down the street. And you can see how much powerful she's going to be. Now, I want to get the leash somewhere where, and see that little look to the ground? She just got to pop. Good girl! So as soon as I see the look to the ground, I give her a straight pop up. I want to have the leash in a nice J, but if it's too big, my arm's going to be way back here before I pop her. So it's got to be a nice J that I can just give a little pop. Everybody get this? Okay, so I want everybody to just watch this. I'm going to go around the room with her a bunch of times. Good girl! So we always give her the pop. Like I said, she might shut down when we go near mommy. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to start just like, remember the commands for you guys. Forward, halt. I'm going to say them. It's going to be hard because I'm trying to explain it all at the same time. If it was just me and Bailey, it would be all about her. Good girl, good girl. That's all it'd be, but I'm going to do the best I can. So I'm going to just go around the inside of the room. Don't worry about how everything goes. Remember, it's pop straight back when she forges, straight up if she sniffs. If she tries to go wide, I'm going to pop in. If she tries to crowd me, pop out. It's going to look ugly at first, but it's going to get better real fast. So we're going to start from here. I want to get her a little attention before I go. Remember, it's forward, Bailey, heel. Forward, Bailey, heel. Good girl. You know, I'm not even going to let her get in front of my toe ever. Good girl. And she's going to learn real quick. Sometimes it only takes 2 or 3. Good girl. Pop back. Good girl. Good girl. She cannot go in front of my toe, ever. Sometimes they're like, really like, what is this happening right now? Come on, girl. This is a leg, so good girl. Good girl. And you just saw one of the hardest dogs I ever thought would be, get 4 corrections and already starting to understand that they have to be beside me and behind my toes. I'm leading the walk. She is not leading the walk. And see how right there, I wouldn't even let her get an inch in front. She cannot have an inch in front. Those paws have to be behind my toes. Good girl. Pop up for the sniff. Good girl. Come on, baby. It's a leg. Come on, girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good baby. Pop back as soon as she tries to go in front. Come on, girl, this way. And then we're going to halt. Remember, we slow it down. We don't just stop dead. We slow it down. Come on, girl, this way. Halt. Sit. Good girl. And I gave this dog about 4 corrections. He's already never going to heel ever in front of me again. It's about timing. It's about popping. And the key is consistency. If you take her and let her drag you to your car, even if it's 15 feet, she's not going to understand how come sometimes I pull, sometimes I can't. I'm going to let her know that you can never pull. I'm going to stop her and give her okays. My dog goes for trail walks. She doesn't always walk beside me. When we go on a trail walk, I let her go. But while we're on a leash and while we're heeling properly, she's got to be in that position. Loose leash. Forward. Bailey heel. Come on, girl. Good girl. Come on, girl. Let's go. Good girl. That's a good baby. Come on, girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. Good girl. Come on, girl. This way. Come on. This way. A little bit. He's going a little bit crowding, but that's okay. Good girl. Loose leash all the time. Come on, girl. This way. Remember I said about going to mommy? Help me, help me. Come on, girl. Good girl. Halt. Sit. Right now. I'm going to turn this around so we see it. Forward. Bailey heel. Come on, girl. Sit. Good girl. Right now, with that J in the leash. As long as I have that, even though the leash is in my hand, for all intended purposes, it's not really there. As long as I keep that J in the leash, she's really walking off leash to me. And that's how we get a dog off leash. Every step you take, if it's from your door to your car, this is how we started. We started from a sit, and we heel the dog. The dog always has to be here, and you're going to find in 3 or 4 days we never have to correct this dog again. Forward! Bailey heel. Come on, baby. Good girl. And that's what I mean. That was a left. Now I'm going to start speeding up and slowing down. We're not going to do that right away in the class. It's going to be hard enough when we all start going. But stuff like this. Come on, let's go. And then slow down. Little pop. Come on. Lag. That's a lag. Speed up. Come on, girl. And then slow down. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. That's a good girl. And I can really freak out when they're really good sits. Forward. Bailey heel. I actually thought she would be harder. But I'm better than I think I am. Good girl. Let's slow right down. That's she's trying to crowd there. But I want everybody, come on, girl. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, baby. Good girl. I want everybody to go really slow pace when we first go around. Sit. Good girl. There we go. Good girl. Forward. Bailey heel. Now we're going to do all kinds of turns. Trust me, but don't worry about the turns you're doing yet. The turns are major important. Come on, girl. Let's go. Good girl. Now we have a dog that was yanking us down the street, and my bigger problem might be lagging now. She's never ever going to be in front of my toes, ever again. And like I said, the corrections happen, you saw them, it was like 7. Come on, girl, let's go. The idea of corrections is to do them properly so you never need them again. Sit. Good girl. That's a little bit of going down, so I want to stop that. Good girl. Forward, Bailey heel. Come on, girl, let's go, baby. Good girl. That's a good girl. And slow down. See her slow down with me? Now, mommy's over there, so we got to look. Come on, girl. Let's go. Good girl. Come on, girl. That's a lag. Every time she sits, when I slow down, that's a lag. I don't want to pull her forward. Come on, girl. Let's go. Slow down. Sit. Good girl. That's a baby. Good girl. So everybody see how this worked? And trust me, this dog was pulling. Like B-I-T-C-H that she really is. That's what she really is. But you're always going to have that G in the leash. Pause. I'm trying to keep him at my heel. I don't care about heels for you guys right now because you're new at it. More worry about behind your toes at least. Forward. Bailey heel. Come on, baby girl. Good girl. That's a good girl. Pop back. Good girl. Good girl, baby. Good girl. Oh, that's a good baby. Come on, girl. Good girl. Slow down. Come on, girl. Speed up. Come on, girl. And slow down. Sit. Good girl. She's sitting more automatic, so I don't have to take the longer steps. Some of you might need longer steps to sit. If she's doing it and sitting properly, and see how she's looking at me now? I'm going to turn. I'm going to keep turning. I'm going to go different directions. I'm going to speed up, slow down. She's going to go, this guy's crazy. I don't know where he's going, so I'm not going to worry about the cat over there. I'm trying to change. I'm going to look up at mommy because she keeps changing direction, going different speeds. Forward. Bailey heel. Come on, girl. Oh, he's a good baby. Good girl. Come on, baby. Good girl. I keep you guys talking to your dog like this. Come on, girl. Good girl. Loose leash. Come on, girl. I could probably throw this in my pocket now if I really wanted to have a lot of. Come on, let's go this way. Gotta keep her away from mommy. Little pop back there. Even though she tried to go in front one more time, she gets a correction as soon as she goes. Sit. Good girl. Bailey, heel. Sit. Good girl. Bailey, heel. Sit. Good girl. So I'm going to keep sitting all the time, too. Worst thing people do is they leave their house, they go down their driveway, and they stop at the same stop sign that's at the end of the street every single day. Your dog knows that. It's triggered. Sometimes I'll go down my driveway and stop 10 times and go different directions and run away. Sometimes I just run down the driveway and never stop on it. My dog has no clue where I'm going, so she's going to do this. Because she has no idea when I'm going to run, slow down, change of pace, turn directions, go different ways. And when I say this, a couple more trips around with her, and you can see how easy it is. And this one I thought would be one of the hardest ones. Bailey, heel. That's a good baby. Good girl. Now, right, the first couple times we go around, we're going to go nice and slow pace. Because you're going to see the exact moment to pop. And you kind of see she's going to look at me all the time now. She's already like, this guy, I got to watch him because he can stop. He can speed up. Come on, girl, let's go. You can slow down. Good girl. So she's keeping an eye on me. I'm leading the walk. Come on, girl. Halt. Sit. Good girl. That's a good girl. That's a good baby. And that's it. Everybody think they can do this? It's very simple. Bailey some room because we want to show the difference when Bailey left and when she came in. So everybody's going to slow pace halt there. Everybody's going to go together, but I need you two on the ends to give this one a little bit of space. Everybody ready? Forward! Slow pace. Nice turn. Watch the pop. Don't let her get in front. She's going to pop already. Keep popping. Courage. Good. Slow down. That's nice. Halt. Beautiful. Praise. Never let her sit without praising. Forward. Slow pace. That's beautiful. Nice turn. I like the hand in front of the face. That's what we want. You're speeding up with her again slightly. Pop and make her slow down to your pace. Beautiful. Halt. Sit. 1, 2. No, you're doing too early. Go ahead, go ahead. But wait for 3 seconds and then make the move. Give her the 3 seconds without even this little body English. Forward! A little bit faster with Diggs. Good. Don't go faster with Bailey. I want you to slow down with Bailey. And you're just pulling on that leash. Make it pop. That's good. Keep walking. Pop in. That was perfect. Nice loose leash. Halt. Sit. 1, 2, 3. Right hand, left hand. That's better. So this was all done in 1 hour. We saw Bailey here, who was only her second class, walk into the room on the video pulling like mad. We saw me take the dog, and within 4 or 5 corrections, I had the dog walking right beside me. We saw a little bit of our owner with Bailey doing a little bit of healing. Now we're just going to see a little bit more. Be very strict with the sits. Let her give, but be strict with your commands. Lots of praise. Stay on the yellow line. Forward! Watch that leash. Don't make it get tight like that. And we don't pull. Now that is paws at heel. This is a dog that's following the owner now. After 1 hour, a dog that was yanking their owner in the room, that was a great place to halt, slow down, sit. 1, 2, 3. Right hand and pop up. No, not there. We're popping up on the correction collar to make her want to sit next time. So you got to grab that collar, pop up. Forward. Keep that leash loose. Nice. Quick pace. A little quicker. And slow pace. Get ready to pop. Slow down. Pop her. Don't speed up with her. Good. Halt. Sit. Good girl. Praise, praise, praise. More praise like that. She didn't sit on the first one. Praise the good one. Dogs repeat what they're awarded at. They stop doing what they're corrected at. So we want to correct the one she doesn't sit. After 3 seconds, praise the one she does. Forward. Now, this was a dog that I thought would be a lot harder than she was, because she was pulling like a mad woman. That's beautiful. Lots of talk while you're walking with her. And she almost sniffed there, but she changed her mind. So if she would have sniffed, we would have popped straight up. Halt. Sit. Good girl. Loosen the leash a little bit. Even right there, I don't want it tight. Beautiful. Forward. Watch that leash as you pull it forward. Remember, getting your hand in front of her face. Don't pull her forward. That's better. But do that when you start too. Halt.
Sit. Oh, beautiful. Good girl. Now watch that leash. Make it a little bit more loose and walk. And if she doesn't walk, put your hand in front of her face. We don't need to pull her forward. Lots excited voice. Forward. Good girl. Quick pace. Let's go right about turn. Right hand in front of her face. There you go. Turn with a loose leash. Keep the hand beside you brought the hand up. Keep going. You know what I mean? You brought your hand this way, so it got the leash a little tighter. Pop in. Let's try that again, but don't move your left hand from where it is. Pop to the side. It's harder when we go inside. See the sniffs and the distractions? Keep going. Good. Now get ready to keep that hand to the side. And see how when you put your right hand, the left hand came up? The left hand doesn't have to come up. Keep going. Right about turn. There you go. Good. Keep walking. Beautiful. Slow down. Halt. You should have popped back there or take a few more steps. She's ended up in front. So take longer to stop or make the pops earlier. Forward.
Good girl.
Nice. Good girl. More talk to her. More praise. Pop back. She's a little bit in front. Halt. Sit. 1, 2, 3. Right hand, left hand, pop. Good. Loosen the leash. A couple more steps. Forward. Halt. Sit. Beautiful. Forward. Halt. Sit. Beautiful. Forward. Halt. Sit. Good. And okay her. Nice loud okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, little push. So there you go, a dog that was pulling an hour. A couple things I like you to watch. You're still pulling like this when you go forward. It's a natural thing, especially when you're new at this. But this dog was pulling like a mad woman, and she's never going to pull again. So that's the kind of thing we do here, but on the leash.